Hello there, how are you? I hope that all of you are well and everything is absolutely amazing on your end. Welcome back. This is your Light in Darkness, and I am back again with another update and another beautiful reading for all of you once again. Today's update and today's beautiful reading is going to convey a lot of different messages for all of you, providing you with necessary guidance, advice, and suggestions so that you can move forward and be at peace wherever you are. Okay, so starting with the first message. The first message divine forces are trying to convey to all of you is that the people who are responsible for your separation, the people who caused you pain on your journey, directly or indirectly, purposely, intentionally, or just out of ignorance and arrogance, each and every person who turned your counterpart against you, each and every person who led them on a wrong path, who worked on taking them away from you, who conspired to cause your separation, each and every person who is responsible for the pain and suffering you have endured on your journey is at the moment going through something terrible and is under divine judgment for whatever they have done with you or with others. At this point of time, they are receiving the same problematic situations, traumatic outcomes, and saddening troubles they have caused you on your journey, including your counterpart. I see them feeling disappointed over something with all of these other people in their own personal respective lives. I see them experiencing some sort of depressing situation or outcome. I see them getting backstabbed or betrayed by other people, like the way they have betrayed you and backstabbed you. I see them getting deceived, attacked, targeted, and abused by other people. I see them receiving or attracting enemies, getting attacked and harmed by their enemies they have attracted in their life. I see these people experiencing trauma, negativity, depression, agony, pain, suffering, and sorrows in exactly the same way they have caused you on your journey. This is what I see is going on at the moment, at this point of time, with all of these people who made sure that you lose your smile, who made sure that you struggle on your journey, who made sure that you go in depression or suffer for life. That's what they wanted, but things changed. Things turned out in your favor, and I see that while all of this is happening, your person is learning his or her lessons. In the midst of the chaos they are in the midst of this painful separation they are experiencing right now, or whatever painful experience that's being given to them at this point of time. Can't say if these people are choosing to learn their lessons or not. That's on them. That's a choice they have to make. However, I see that there are some people who are choosing to look at things from a different perspective, who are willing to actually change their attitude and behavior for good, who are trying to bring changes in their life, trying to learn from your example, or are just following God's path, God's wisdom and his words. So that's a good news here. But the greatest news I see here is that your person is receiving clear guidance and insights from the divine forces. I see them letting go of their deceptive ways. I see them having a change of heart and mind. I saw number 444 right when I said that, because something has happened with them. Whatever they're experiencing, which looks very, very traumatic and depressing to me, is causing them to go within, causing them to look at things differently. It's causing them to learn their lessons and move in a better direction. I see them taking a new path here for good, which is actually ultimately leading them back towards you, because they are not able to forget about you. They tried a lot to replace you. They tried a lot to go in other direction. They tried a lot to listen to other people and act as per their commands and demands. which brought nothing except failures for them, sorrows for them, losses for them, and agony for them. I see them walking away from these people, these situations, and these connections with a broken heart and a heavy, disappointing spirit. Let's just say disappointment. They are very, very disappointed and are looking for answers at this point of time. They are looking for clarity, they are looking for truth, and I see that something is making them look back at you. Something is making them get reminded of you, remember you back again, because the truth they are seeking, the answers they are seeking, they can only come from you. They can only become apparent when they'll focus on you and your connection, because your connection was given to them to learn these lessons, realize the truth, which they ignored out of ignorance and arrogance, or because of their pride, maybe because of the influence they were in the past, influence of negative, wrong, hostile people. It all returned back, actually. Whatever pain they gave you, whatever suffering they've caused you, it all returned back and is returning back as each day passes by. As it was depressing for you, it is getting depressing day by day for them as well. That's the judgment I see is getting passed on in your favor and against them, and a change you couldn't see coming or cannot witness from your eyes, naked eyes at this point of time. Because I see that this is happening behind the scenes. You cannot see these people crying in one corner at night because it is not visible to you. You cannot see these people suffering in silence because it is not visible to you. It is all happening in secret and silence. It's all hidden from you. That's why you cannot see it. So don't make assumptions. Don't jump to conclusions because it's hidden from you and you cannot see these people suffering the way you have suffered. You might assume that nothing's working out, nothing changed in your favor, they got away with whatever they did to you. That's not really true. That's just a thought in your mind. It's not true. It has got no basis because I see things turning out in your favor here. I see things changing in your favor here for everyone's highest good. Along with all of this, there's another message which talks about unfolding of situations and circumstances leading you towards your destination. For some of you, it's your reunion. For others, it's a new beginning you're hoping for and yearning for, with or without your counterpart. So I see it happening here. I see it coming true for all of you. You are worrying about things not working out in your favor, and there I see divine forces handling situations you are not even aware about just yet. They've got things in control, everything in control actually. All your blessings, all your breakthroughs and miracles are safe with them. They have it all protected for you and are going to bless you with them, with those outcomes and changes when and where needed in divine right timing. But for that, you'll have to remain patient and trust in divine plan. You might be getting impatient at this point of time because you do not see anything changing. You do not see your person showing you the changes you wanted to see in them. You do not see any of these people struggling the way you have struggled or the way you want to see them struggle. In some cases, that doesn't mean nothing as such is happening behind the scenes. People are changing, a lot of them. People are evolving, a lot of them. Those who are not evolving, that's their problem. And I saw number 1111 right when I said that. And that's only going to lead them towards more and more darkness and negativity, more and more illusions. You shouldn't be worrying about that because that's the equation between them and the God and their karmic repercussions. We cannot do anything about that. So we shouldn't even be focusing on that. We should focus on the changes which are coming here, or the ones who are changing for good, because I see that happening here. They are reflecting, realizing that they've made a mistake, realizing that things could have been different if they simply gave a second thought before reacting or saying anything, if they simply took a new direction or a different direction, if they simply allowed themselves to step back. Things could have changed or would have looked a lot differently than how they look right now. A lot of them are in this state. They are in this hanged man position, just like your counterpart. Your counterpart is in this state where they are thinking about you, reflecting over what they have done, what kind of stupid person they were, how deceptive and sneaky they were, and how it all led back to this depressing outcome they are in right now. How these people they were prioritizing over you deceived them, betrayed them, and abandoned them when they needed them the most. Because that is what I see is happening or has happened very recently. Each and every person they prioritized over you, chose over you, is showing them his or her true colors. Because they all were deceptive. All of them were silly, sly foxes. It all came into the light. I see them realizing this. I see them looking at them the way they should have looked in the past and make moves they didn't. I see them moving on from these people. I see them walking away from these people, though with a heavy heart, with a broken heart, but that's what's needed because they caused you that pain. So it's important for them as well to experience the pain and the suffering and agony they gave you or made you experience. Here I see you healing. Here I see you growing and evolving, taking up a new path, just simply living your life in the best way possible. Keep doing that. That's what I'm going to suggest you. And trust in the process, because after this disappointing outcome, after this struggle they are experiencing, after getting attacked by people, they'll have no other choice left but to realize your worth and value and reflect over what happened, reflect over their own wrongdoings and decisions they made, which led to their own downfall and this darkest period of their life, this darkest phase of their life. I see the other people as well experiencing the same situation and reflecting over it. They'll realize sooner or later that it all happened because they've hurt an innocent person. They disrupted a divine connection or caused serious destruction and disruption in a chosen one's life. So divine forces do not take that lightly. They do not allow any such person to escape away from the karmic consequences. A mistake can be forgiven, but such kind of blunders, such kind of atrocities and cruelty can never be forgiven. They are receiving their karmic payback. All of them are suffering or are going to suffer when the time comes. Trust that. Trust in the divine plan, because I see it happening here, and at the same time I see your person realizing your worth and value, because divine forces aren't leaving them with any other choice left for them to choose. It ain't happening. Sooner or later they'll get humbled. They are getting humbled. Let's say that. They are realizing their mistakes, letting go of these people and their old way of living and being. They are looking at things differently. They are looking at you and your connection differently. They're not choosing the materialistic world over the spiritual world anymore, or won't have that choice left sooner or later. Just trust that and know divine forces are taking care of things you cannot take care of, things which are out of your control, things which trouble you, upset you, depress you, hurt you. Whoever is causing you suffering here is not getting away with it, including your counterpart. Let's just say, be it your own counterpart. No one's getting away with anything here. I see them all getting hanged upside down with no choice left but to apologize or regret their decisions and choices, because their lives are going to become a mess. Their lives are going to get filled with so much of chaos and negativity and torment and modifying outcomes. They wouldn't have any other choice left but to regret their choices and decisions and suffer the way they've made you suffer. Each and every person they're going to attract is going to deceive them, hurt them, target them, betray them, disappoint them, break their heart in exactly the same way they did with you or caused you to experience on your journey. So expect it all, because divine forces are supporting you and your connection and are also teaching your person what They didn't want to learn in polite manner. So now they are using one of the harshest and roughest, ruthless of manners, let's say. This is what is happening. When they didn't learn it easily, positively and politely, divine forces had to take it the other way with them. So I see them learning their lessons, crying over you, developing love and respect for you and your connection, and returning back eventually and ultimately, sooner or later. This is how things are going to unfold for you. So let things unfold naturally. Let them experience what they need to experience. Let them get backstabbed by the people or see the true colors they're choosing over you. Time will tell them everything. Divine forces are going to tell them everything and are going to teach them everything you failed in teaching them. You couldn't teach them, couldn't bring to their knowledge and awareness because they had no respect for you. They had no honor for you. Now they will. They'll have to. They'll be made to. Because each and every person they are showing that love and respect you deserve from them is going to show them why they never deserved that in the first place. Why they were never worthy of that in the first place. This is what I see for you. This is the outcome I see for you. This is the change you are attracting and are going to experience sooner or later. So trust that. Divine forces are working in your favor and are transforming your counterpart for good. I see them choosing you. The more you devote yourself spiritually or towards your spiritual purpose, the more they are getting burdened, disappointed, and hurt by other people. Ultimately realizing your worth and value. Getting reminded of you, remembering you, missing you, crying over you. Because they cannot replace this connection with anything or anyone. They'll never get allowed to. Godly forces are taking care of these people who were troubling you and were working behind the scenes to cause the separation between the two of you. Now I see them in this state of 10 of Swords. Each and every person, be it their friends, family members, acquaintances, workmates, neighbors, relatives, God knows who was there or how many people were there in your situation. Each and every such person is going to experience horrible situations and circumstances in their life, are experiencing at this point of time as well. They cannot run away anywhere. Troubles won't stop following them. Enemies won't stop following them. Disappointments and heartbreaks won't stop following them until and unless they get humbled like your person is getting here. Okay, so this was your update. I hope that you will take heed of this divine guidance and you'll use it to your advantage. Okay, so that's all. This was your update. I'll be back sooner than later. Till then, take care of yourself and your loved ones. Bye-bye.